6 people have been killed by an Israeli drone which targeted a gathering of civilians or citizens near a clinic in Gaza City. In another Israeli attack on northern Gaza, 1 Palestinian was killed and about 20 others were wounded and transferred to a Shifa hospital west of Gaza City. Israeli forces have conducted a series of detentions across the West Bank overnight, detaining at least 15 Palestinians. The raids targeted several areas in the West Bank, including the cities of Hebron, Ramallah, Qalaqleya, Nablus, Salfit and Jerusalem, and were accompanied by violent raids on homes, widespread destruction of property and threats made against detainees and their families. Israeli occupation forces have forced hundreds of citizens to forcibly evacuate from shelters and a residential area in the town of Beit Hanoun, north of the Gaza Strip, under heavy gunfire and artillery shelling. Palestinian media reported that Israeli army besieged 130 families inside shelters in the town of Beit Hanoun and the surrounding houses and forced those inside to evacuate under gunfire. The United Nations Security Council is set to hold this session this evening to discuss the famine in northern Gaza at the request of Algeria, Slovenia and Switzerland. The request for the session comes in the wake of a recent report by the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification that warned of an imminent and significant risk of famine in northern Gaza due to the rapidly deteriorating situation in the Strip. The United Nations has stated that Israel is blocking or obstructing access to 85% of humanitarian aid convoys to northern Gaza. Israeli forces continue to tighten their siege on northern areas of Gaza, preventing aid from entering in an attempt to pressure Palestinians to evacuate these regions. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdel-Ati has called for immediate and sustained delivery of urgent humanitarian aid to Palestinians in Gaza. In discussions with UN Coordinator Sigrid Kaag in Cairo, Abdel-Ati urged that pressure be put on Israel to uphold its responsibilities to Gazan civilians under the international law. He condemned Israel's withdrawal from the UNRWA operations agreement, warning against attempts to sideline the issues of Palestinians and refugees. Abdel-Ati also reaffirmed Egypt's support for the Palestinian Authority's role in Gaza, rejecting Palestinian displacement and advocating for the unification of the West Bank and Gaza under the PA leadership.